Welcome to the Nomadics Configuration Guide. We are going to enable a group account on the Nomadics device. Once you've logged into your Nomadics UI, you will want to go to the Subscriber Administration folder, and then the Add menu item. Once you have loaded the page, you will want to go to the Group Account Radio button to create a specific group account. We will leave the DHCP address type as private in this case, but if you are using IP upsell and you want your group account to receive an address from there, you would use the public radio button. If you have a specific DHCP subnet that this group account should receive access to and addresses from, you would enter that in the subnet field. You do need to enter a username for this group account. So we will call it group for an example. And you need to create a password. In this case, we'll use password. You will need to set an expiration time for every user who logs in with this group account to expire their user before they need to log in again. For this example, we will use 2 hours. The paid field is only for your internal purposes. This amount will not be shown on any charges anywhere. You can also use the user definable fields to add other information that you want tied to these accounts. You can create bandwidth settings for these users. Each user that logs in will get their own bandwidth settings based on this template. We will use 1024 to give a meg of bandwidth to each user for both upstream and downstream, which will give them a decent amount of bandwidth. If you have created a QoS policy, you can select it here to assign a QoS policy to give a class of service to every user that logs into this group. In the maximum users per group field, you are able to allow a maximum number of concurrent users to log in to this group account at one time. For this example, we will use 5, so only 5 users can be logged in at one time. And for the SMTP redirection, we'll leave that enabled. If you don't want these users to utilize the SMTP redirection on the Nomadics box, you can disable that. Once you click the Add button, that user has now been added to the system. You can now go to the List by MAC menu item, and you can see that there is a username with group, and it has all the rest of the information to prove that the group is there. If you want to look at that group, you can click on the MAC address for that name, and you can see it is still a group account with all the template information you have. We have now enabled a group account on the Nomadics device.